Gretchen, and welcome back to my channel. Alright, so I may have missed doing a March favorites video, but I am not gonna miss doing an April favorites video. I personally love favorites videos. I love seeing what someone was enjoying during the previous month. Kind of helps me see if I want to check any of that stuff out. I also love doing these videos so that I can hear what you all were loving during the previous month, and again, so I can check out those things. Hopefully you all enjoy these types of videos too, and maybe you can even find something to try out. So for this month, or really like the past 2 months, there's been several things that I've been enjoying. I feel like I didn't do a March one just because there wasn't really anything that was standing out to me, but I do have quite a bit now. So for this favorites video, I do have some makeup, I have some skincare, I have some home things, I have food things, I have clothing things, you name it, I've got it here. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with the makeup and go into skincare and then go into what feels like miscellaneous. So for makeup, I'm gonna start with something that I've been using a lot in some of my get ready with me's. I've had it for a bit. I didn't really use it much because it's not something that I would have gravitated toward, but whatever reason, for the past month and a half, I have been loving it, and that is this blush from ColourPop. This is from the Animal Crossing collab in Flower Power. I am not usually a pink blush person, like pink like this. I usually like nude, kind of like what I got on today. I got a little bit of like a terracotta blush on today, so I don't have this one on. However, I have been loving this one so much for the past month and a half, and I'm not entirely sure why, because again, pink blush is just not my thing. But for some reason, this one just looks so nice on. It applies really well. It's not something that's so in your face where it's just like, that's a lot of pink, but it's also not super subtle where it's like, are you wearing blush? For some reason, I was sleeping on this blush, but I'm glad that I decided to give it another chance because I really enjoy this one. And again, it's from the Animal Crossing collab. I pretty much bought everything from the Animal Crossing collab, or at least 3/4 of what the Animal Crossing collab had. I bought all the eyeshadows, I bought the blushes. Can't quite remember what else was part of that collab, but I wasn't over the moon about either of the blushes. I'm pretty sure it was just 2 of them. But then I just decided to pick this one up again, and I've been loving it since. Always worth a shot to, what is it, shop your stash, just to rekindle a love for a makeup product that you previously liked, or maybe even give a makeup product that you didn't really enjoy, give it another shot. Next are these lashes from Black Moon Cosmetics. Now these are a brand new set of lashes. However, I do have the same lashes on today. These are in the style Cancer. They are named after all of the signs. I think I've featured the Aries ones before, but I do really love the Cancer set of lashes. And again, what I have on today, but these, I think they're past their limit on how many uses they can get, because I have been wearing these literally every day that I've been streaming and or filming YouTube videos. On the days where I don't do content creation, I don't wear fake lashes, but when I do some form of content creation, I do apply false lashes, and I don't think I've deviated from the Cancer set probably like 2 weeks in a row. So I did go and buy another set of these. I honestly should go buy several just to have on hand in case they ever go out of stock or decide to stop making them. That will be a sad day indeed. But they are very dramatic. They're not nearly as dramatic as the Aries ones. The Aries ones are like, wham, in your face. The Cancer ones are more flared out to the side. They are pretty long on the ends. I did eventually trim them down because they were so long, they were like coming back onto my eyelid. But I just love how they look. They make my eyes pop a little bit more. Also, Black Moon Cosmetics lashes are just absolutely incredible. Their makeup in general is just fantastic. And I say that moving on to my next favorite, which is this liquid lipstick. It's actually what I have on today. This is in the shade Mourning, M-O-U-R-N-I-N-G. Not good morning, but like you're in mourning. Y'all probably got that distinction. But I love how this one looks. It's a very light, I don't even want to say like peachy nude, but it's just one that I feel like I would definitely gravitate towards. I've only had this one for several days, but I'm still throwing it into my April favorites because I did get it at the end of April. I love how this looks. This is a good everyday lipstick, I feel like. Again, it's what I got on today. It just looks really nice. And then continuing with Black Moon Cosmetics, we have highlighter. This is their Moonlighter highlighter, what I have on today, and it is in the shade Squid. It's just a really nice pearlescent highlighter. These are my favorites. I'm not really wild with different colored highlighters. I do have like a pearlescent one with a purple undertone, but for the most part, I tend to stick with just like silver, white shimmers. things like that. Sometimes I'll do a pink one, but it's very rare that I'll do like a gold or anything like that just because it doesn't really sit well with my skin tone. But I decided to finally try a highlighter from Black Moon Cosmetics since I was loving their lashes and their lipstick so much. I was like, let's try something else. Absolutely love this. Goes on so nice. I like how it looks. So if you have been contemplating Black Moon Cosmetics, this is not sponsored. I just really like the company. All right, moving on to skincare. I've got 3 skincare products for you. The first one is from Derma E. I've been using Derma E for a really long time. This is their Vitamin C Renew and Moisturizer. I always put this on in the mornings. This is my AM moisturizer. I just put a little bit on, and then instead of like rubbing it into my face, I do the whole tapping motion with it. And as it says on the back, it is lightweight, radiance boosted moisturizer, may support collagen health, help to improve the appearance of uneven skin tones, fine lines, and wrinkles. We all want that anti-aging benefit, right? Derma E is one of my favorite skincare brands. Again, been using it for a while. This is my 3rd bottle now. It also helps that it's 100% vegan, GMO free, cruelty free. It's a wonderful brand. So if you're looking for something like that, highly recommend Derma E. And then I think either the last favorites video I did or the one before that, I talked about The Ordinary. There was a caffeine solution that kind of got rid of puffiness under the eyes. Well, I am back with 2 more products from The Ordinary that I absolutely love. The first one is the organic cold pressed rose hip seed oil. This is an oil. Again, they all come in these like little droppers, which I just love how that looks. You take this out. I end up putting like a little drop on my forehead, drop on each cheek, and then a drop on my chin. I rub it in. The instructions do say you do this once a day. You put on all of your other products like your moisturizer, and then you put this on over top of your moisturizer. It just kind of adds a little bit extra moisture to your face. And as someone with super dry skin, it's definitely appealing. I've noticed that the texture in my skin has changed. Is it a drastic change? No, but it's a change and it's one that I notice. So if you're like me, suffer from dry skin, especially like in the nose area, cannot recommend this one enough. And then the other product from The Ordinary, I just recently got within the past like week and a half or so. So I haven't had too long to work with it. However, I have noticed a difference. I'm gonna royally butcher this in just a second, but this is the niacinamide 10% plus zinc 1%. It's a high strength vitamin and mineral blemish formula. So what you do with this one, it does say to use it on your entire face twice a day. I'm not about that, especially since I do have sensitive skin. I just kind of want to see how certain areas work with it. Basically, the gist is it minimizes the look of your pores as well as minimizes any blemishes that you may have. So my problem areas are always my chin and my nose. So what I've been doing is I put a little bit on my fingers, kind of just rub it into my chin, rub it into my nose, then do the rest of my skincare products. I am only doing it once a day right now just to make sure that all of a sudden my skin isn't going like, whoa, this is too much. But I have noticed that my pores do look smaller. Haven't really noticed that it's changed any blemishes because I do have grand old one over here on my chin. Maybe it's a little bit flatter, not quite so raised, but I have noticed that my pores look significantly smaller, which is a win in my book. And this one is a little bit clearer. It doesn't come in that amber glass like this one, but if you're like me, pores are a little bit more noticeable. You do break out a little bit more. This one seems to be working so far for me. Again, I've only been using it for about a week and a half to almost 2 weeks, so it's hard to say if I'm going to notice any reactions right now. Maybe it's going to be like a long-term thing. The fact that I've noticed my pores look smaller means a great deal to me. All right, so I'm going to move on to some clothing items. I have 2 that kind of fall in the clothing category, even though they're not really clothes. But the first are these Doc Marten sandals. But the cool thing about these is they are vegan. This is vegan leather. It is incredible that a brand like Doc Martens is getting on board with moving away from leather and going with vegan leather. But these are just a really nice pair of sandals. I will say, Doc Martens are a pain in the butt to break in. Whew. Despite the fact that I put 2 pairs of socks on to like just wear these around my house, I still got blisters the first time I wore them. Love them though, super cute. Cannot wait to wear them this summer, but I gotta wear them around the house a little bit more often with maybe even 3 pairs of socks. But I do think they're super cute. They've got the 3 bands across the top part of the foot. Then they have the buckle that comes around the ankle. Nice thicker base. I've been eyeballing these for a while and my mom got them for me for my birthday. Absolutely love these. Super excited about them and love the fact that it's not real leather. And speaking of not real leather, I purchased my first harness. I have been wanting a harness for God knows how long. And for those that don't know, harness usually goes behind you like this, goes through your arms, and then you've got like little buckles that you can hook. It just gives that fun, like, little harness effect. Wear this with a dress or even like a tall skirt or something like that. Honestly, you could wear it with whatever. But I've been wanting a harness for a bit, but I didn't know where I should start. And a lot of the companies that I love have harnesses, but they're super expensive. So I didn't want to buy something and then just hate how it looks. So instead I took to Amazon and I was like, well, if I get one that's not so expensive and I end up hating it, it's not the end of the world. However, turns out I like this one a lot. I wore it with some dresses that I recently got from Foxblood. Love how it looks. It looks so good together. So if you have been looking for a harness, but like me, you're not entirely sure where to start, definitely recommend checking out Amazon just because it's a great place to get to cheaper ones, see how you like it, see if you like it, and then you can work up to companies that charge a little bit more. All right, next is I don't even know how to put this in a category, but next is the candle from Target. Now this candle, the scent is tomato vine and sage. It is a very earthy smell, like a very earthy, a little bit sweet smell to it. I love this candle so much. I'm not even like a huge tomato person, but if this is what tomato vines smell like, dang, they smell heckin' good. But then also you pair it with sage and it's great. But this is plant wax blend. It just smells so good. Also the cork top for it. I don't know why I like that so much, but I do. But if you're looking for a nice candle that's not super overpriced, like candles tend to be, definitely check out Target and their department of candles. I don't even know if this is like a specific, oh, it's Threshold. It's their Threshold brand. Burn time up to 50 hours, unless you're like me and you just leave it going constantly. I love this one. I also got another scent and I like that one too, but I like this one a little bit more, so I didn't want to bring both of them out. But I like this one so much I went back and got another one of this scent. And then I have two food products. The first one is this sauce for Tirani. It is a white chocolate flavored sauce, no GMOs. I love putting this in my coffee in the mornings. So I've got like a nice little coffee bar all set up with Tirani sugar-free syrups to put in your coffee. And then I came across this little sauce. There was dark chocolate, caramel, and white chocolate. I love white chocolate. It's one of my favorite candies. Like I love Hershey's cookies and cream bars. That's right up there in my top 5 favorite candies. So I wanted to try the white chocolate one. I don't use a whole lot of this. I will literally put a little dollop into the coffee, mix that up. Then I put some whipped cream on top of my coffee, make it a little bit fancy, and I just kind of drizzle this. It is so good. Is it bariatric friendly? Absolutely not. But, you know, sometimes we gotta have a little joy in life, right? If I wanna make a fancy coffee, dang it, I'm gonna make a fancy coffee. Tirani makes some great products, especially their sugar-free syrups that you can put into your coffee. Love them so much, but this sauce, the white chocolate, oh, so good. My next food product I've been loving this month is from G Fuel. In case you don't know, I am partnered with G Fuel, which is the official drink of esports. Now, their usual thing are energy drinks. However, they have something called the hydration line, which has 0 caffeine in it. So, at the end of the day, you don't really want to drink anything with caffeine in it, but you want a little bit of a boost. That's where the G Fuel hydration line comes in. It's got electrolytes, helps you focus, got some vitamins in there. I love this, especially in the afternoon when I don't want that extra caffeine because I want to be able to sleep at night, because I've gotten to that age now where if I have caffeine past a certain time, I'm not sleeping. This flavor in particular is the Blue Rocket Pop. It's been my go-to. I've got a bunch of different flavors, but this one has been my go-to. So if you are someone who can't have caffeine but would like to try G Fuel out, I highly recommend the hydration line because there is 0 caffeine in it. And also, like the powder is blue and it smells so good. It's like blue raspberry flavored. And if you are curious in trying G Fuel or you need to stock up because you have tried it before, I do have a code. It's code GO for 10% off your order. And sometimes it's boosted to 30% off your order. I taste the powder. I opened it up and the powder like shot up and now I'm tasting it. Nom nom nom. I also have one final item which also probably could have been included with the candle in like home items, lifestyle items, home decor, I don't really know. But that would be this light bulb behind me. Now, you all can't really see it that well because it is behind me. However, it's pretty cool. Let me just give you a little bit of a show with it. This is the Govee light, or a Govee light, Govee. I love Govee. Love their stuff. I have so many of their lights that I haven't quite put up yet, but I really need to. Probably won't be happening right now just because I don't want to put anything up and then move houses and have to take it down. So right now they're still sitting in their boxes, but some things are up. So the cool thing about this is right now it is set on a setting called Sunset Glow. However, I press a button and it can change scenes. Right now that's Aurora. See how it's changing colors? And then I can change it to Flower Field. But I like it because it adds a little pop of something behind me. Now I may change it away from Sunset Glow because you may not have been able to notice too many color shifts. But with this one, like if I'm here, see all the different colors popping up behind me? Sorry, I keep looking over here just because I want to make sure that you can actually see it. I notice it a little bit more with this scene on right now than when I have Sunset Glow on. It's not as noticeable. So maybe that's what I need to do, is to pick a different scene that the colors will pop a little bit more on. But I absolutely love Geaux products so much. I keep looking at the little side monitor because I'm just like, it's so cool looking. Maybe that's the one I need to pick. But it just adds a little bit of oomph behind me so it's not just a white wall. I think it's kind of cool. But yeah, Geaux products are incredible. I love that you can set scenes so that it changes colors. It makes it more fun. So these were my favorites that I was enjoying for April, as well as a little bit of March, because again, March I really didn't have much that I could like make a video out of, but some of this was around at least halfway through March. Let me know in the comments below what you were enjoying for March, for April, since it's been 2 months now. Leave them in the comments below. I'd love to check out some things, especially makeup. I really need to like get back into eyeshadow palettes. I haven't picked up a new eyeshadow palette in a long time. Got anything, even if it's not eyeshadow palettes, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to check them out, and maybe other people would too. Special thank you to my patrons. You can help support the channel on Patreon while having access to videos early, viewing Patreon-only content, and more. But that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to go down there and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when I upload next. But until next time, bye all!